Back to Dallas Cowboys coverage. I'm going to go over now the Cowboys' fifth straight win last week against the New England Patriots. I'm going to do some injury updates, and so all that's coming up next. And let's get started. Alright, so another great win. That makes 5 in a row. The Cowboys now 5-1 on the season. Really a great and, nail-biting win against the Patriots. Definitely a strong performance by Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. A lot of really good performances on both sides of the ball for the Cowboys. A great game, too, played by the Patriots. Mac Jones, I was really pretty impressed with him. But the Cowboys played well, and they got the win in overtime. So, I'm going to start with Dak Prescott, 445 yards. That's a season high for him, and that's just ridiculous numbers. He really played great, had those 2 turnovers, really tough ones there, just the deflection on the interception, a fumble on a play that never should have happened. So, really a good performance by him overall. But yeah, the officiating's really was a bit frustrating last game. That third down and goal, Dak clearly gets in. Again, it's, they don't call it, they don't even review it, and then we turn it over on the next play. That's frustrating. A lot of missed calls, a lot of calls going against the Cowboys. So really not a great officiating game either way. There are missed calls on both sides, and that's really been the story of this season of the officiating, the refs. It's been a whole lot of inconsistencies, weird penalties, missed calls. It's really, been a tough season, a rough season in terms of that. So, hopefully that can improve as the season goes on, because it was frustrating. There were a lot of calls that were just really, could have been potentially game-changing, and some of them I'm sure were. But luckily the Cowboys able to come out on top. A great overtime victory against the Patriots. So we talked about Dak, CeeDee Lamb. That's my player of the game. Lock him in. Let me know whose yours is in the comments. But for me, it's CeeDee Lamb. 149 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was pretty quiet last game, but this week he really, really showed out. An excellent performance by the new number 88. He drew high praise from, lots of players. Des Bryant, obviously. The old 88, commenting. Really a great performance by him. He literally waved off the Patriots and in a great walk-off touchdown there. It was awesome. But coming from that same play, Dak Prescott, though, went, I don't want to say down, but had a calf strain on his right leg. The same one as the injury last season, that ankle injury. But that has been confirmed that it's not related, completely separate, just the calf. So he underwent an MRI on Monday, and luckily that confirmed that there was nothing too serious, nothing to worry about, and really a perfect week for the bye week. That's coming up next, so I think he should be set and ready to go for Halloween night against the Vikings. So for continuing with some injury updates, Michael Gallup also, had the calf strain, a different injury from Dak's, to be clear. He missed a lot more time. And he should be back also next week against the Vikings. La'el Collins will be back after his suspension has ended. And corresponding with that, some roster moves. Jeremy Sprinkle and Nick Ralston were signed to the team before the game. Nick Ralston has since been waived. He will likely be brought back onto the practice squad. That's a move to make room for La'el Collins. Brandon Knight was also waived, and the Ravens picked him off waivers. So he's now a member of the Baltimore Ravens. So just some quick updates there. And I'm going to just continue with the game. So Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, not their most productive games, but really Zeke over 100 yards again, rushing and receiving. He was really crucial on a lot of checkdowns. Really was kind of Dak's fall guy. And both of them had some good runs, so, nothing too eye-popping, but they really were strong and consistent. Cedric Wilson had some great catches, a huge one on that 4th down. Good game for him. Amari Cooper, quietly had some good plays too. 55 yards, not his best, not his worst game either though, so not bad there. Same thing with the tight ends. Jarwin had the touchdown at the beginning. Dalton Schultz, a little quieter, but still has some great catches. Good consistency across the offense. Zach Martin, another great game. Tyron Smith also went down with an injury, an ankle injury. He seems to be okay and should be a full go for our next game as well. Ty Nsekhe stepped up when he had to come in, but luckily Tyron Smith was able to come back. Steele, another solid game, and Connor Williams, again, he's just been getting so many penalties all season long. It's debatable, if they all are the right calls, but, it's got to be better. Even if half of them are wrong, that's still a lot of holding calls. Had unsportsmanlike conduct, not sure what that was, but it's just got to be a little more disciplined there. Those are costly, so luckily we got through it, but Connor Williams definitely, try not to hold on too long. And speaking of holding on, Randy Gregory has been held constantly throughout the season, but today, last game, he could not be stopped. 2 sacks, including a just massive hit on Mac Jones, forced the fumble. Randy Gregory had himself a day. That's now 4 sacks on the season, and he should have a lot more. He's been held so much, and now once DeMarcus Lawrence comes back, it's going to be a really good pass rush off the edges. Micah Parsons can definitely make something happen too, so really, really exciting to see how the pass rush will continue to develop throughout the season. But a great game for Gregory. The defense, I would say, was a little more consistent this last game. Wasn't their best outing, but again, they stepped up when they needed it. Trevon Diggs, another interception. That's now 7 on the season. I need to get his jersey. I want to wear one. That's so now he has his number. Lucky 7 interceptions. This was his second pick 6. So really, a great game for him. There was that one botched coverage by, not all on him, but a little bit, of blame to go around from him and DeMonte Casey. So overall, though, a great performance by Trevon Diggs. Great performance by the offense, and the Cowboys get the win in overtime. Again, the defense, a little inconsistent, but they stepped up when it counted, so really a great game against the Patriots. 5-1 as the Cowboys get their first win over there in Foxborough against the New England Patriots for the first time since 1996. Crazy to think about. So really a great game, and that's about it. But one more thing I wanted to mention. I was talking about DeMonte Casey. He was, there was news that he was arrested on a driving under the influence charge. He admitted to drinking while driving, so, just something you don't want to see. I'm not sure if he'll be suspended. At most, it'll probably be like a game. So, but just, something you don't want to see. So I just wanted to mention that briefly, just so everyone was aware. But that's about it, really. Another great performance. Let me know in the comments who your player of the game was. And again, feel free to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.